Yep. There she is. I took her to a guy and asked him about the welding part on it, and he said he wouldn't really recommend welding on it. He said just take a little grinder to it and some sander, and he said just sand her down, and he said use that anvil and make some money off of it and go buy you a better one. He said there's nothing wrong with it. It's still got a good sound in it. I flattened it down through right here. He said for your cutting edge or whatever, he said you can still use this end right here. He said just smooth it out. I forgot the name of the oil, but he wrote it down for me to put on it. He said just to keep it from rusting any worse, he said I'd just put that on it. And he said that metal is so hard in that one right there to even try to weld. He said as soon as you hit the side of it real hard, he said it's just gonna fall right off of it. It's it's been in the sun a little bit, but you can. So gives you a nice little, and it's still the ring on it. Couldn't find a name on it or anything, but anyway, this is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to use it, beat out some, what do you call them, flint strikers. I'm going to beat me out about 20 or 30 of them, sell them for $15 a piece. Put that money up, and I'll go buy me a bigger. He said he would recommend going with 100 to 150, I think is what he said, anvil. And he said mount it. He said you'll never have to buy another one if you get a good one. He said look around. He said go to some estate sales and stuff. But you can see I got some of that rust off of it too. He told me a black stove, the cast iron, he said just paint it with that. He said it's just the kind you wipe on. I said I know what it is. That's what I used on my stove, so that's what I'm going to do. So there you go, guys. There's my $30 anvil that will work for anything that I need to do. Wished it didn't have all that, hadn't have been out of it, because this thing was still a nice one. There is a crack right here. He said just stay off of it. He said, well, never mind, it's already coming loose on it. Anyway, he said just try not to use that end of it as much as possible. He said just use your hose, piddle, or the Prickle and the hardy hoe. He seemed to know what he was doing. He kind of whipped out his anvil and fired up his little blacksmith for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever, got it hot, and showed me a neat way of making a flint striker while I was there. And he said I wouldn't do anything else with it. He said there's plenty of pounding surface. So there you go. There's my vlog for today.